Let's first start by unboxing our kit, and then we'll begin inflation. So here I have my 11-inch balloon. It is double stuffed. I'm going to take my hand pump and I'm going to inflate the balloon. Keep in mind that you do have the option of using a hand pump or an electric pump. A hand pump will just take a little while longer because you are manually inflating each one. So here I am, I have the balloon. I'm going to release some air by pressing on the top of the balloon. That'll give it a nice round shape. I'm going to take my inner balloon only, and I'm going to wrap it around and tie a knot. This will save your fingers instead of grabbing both balloons and knotting it. Just grab that inner balloon. I'm now putting my balloon on my electric pump. If you have a hard time inflating the double stuffed balloons with your electric pump, just pre-stretch it a couple of times. Take your fingertip and block one side of the air nozzle and inflate. You'll see that I'm pressing on top of the balloon again to release some air to give it a nice round shape. We definitely do not want pear-shaped balloons. You can now inflate all of your balloons, including your mini 5-inch balloons. So here I have my 5-inch mini balloon. A hand pump is required to inflate your mini balloons. I place it on the nozzle, and then I typically do 5 pumps into the balloon. I will release some air and then press down on the top of the balloon just so that it gets a nice rounded shape. Once you're done inflating your mini balloons, you can connect them in sections of 3. I tend to group them all in the same color, but it's based on personal preference. I then take a 260 balloon and I knot it around a cluster of 3. I'm then going to take the opposite side of the 260 and connect it with another cluster of 3 balloons. So here I have 2 11-inch balloons, and I'm going to take the nubs of the balloons and I'm going to stretch it and tie them together. 2 balloons together, this is called a duplet. I'm going to take another duplet that I already have inflated, and I'm now going to intersect both of these balloons together or crisscross them together. And I'm going to lock it in by taking another balloon and just twisting it around a balloon a couple of times. That way I can make sure it is secure. And here's a quad. So now's the fun part. We get to start building our balloon garland. So I'm going to take one duplet and I'm going to push that into my quad. And remember, duplet is 2 balloons tied together. Okay, and I'm just going to lock it in there. It feels nice and secure to me. So I'm going to add another duplet. I'm going to push it around the neck of a balloon and just twist it up. And I'm going to continuously do that for all of the balloons that I have in that same color. And this is going to start to create a nice full garland. You can then repeat this process for the rest of your balloons. So now we're going to work on attaching our clusters of balloons together to form a garland. I'm going to take my long 260 balloon and I'm going to wrap it around this 11-inch balloon, and I'm going to double knot it to be safe. So I'm showing you the knot here. I did double knot it, so it is very secure. I also allowed enough slack on the 260 balloon because I am going to be attaching these 2 clusters together. So here you're going to see that I'm sitting the tan balloons on top of the pink balloons, and I'm taking that 260, I'm wrapping it around my pink balloon, and then I'm wrapping it around my tan balloon. And for me, that feels secure enough because it allows my garland to form a shape without being too stiff. However, if you feel like it's needed, you can always add in extra 260 balloons because there are extra in your kit. So we're just going to continue this process here by tying a 260 balloon, knotting it around an 11-inch balloon, and then connecting my clusters, and then do that until there's no more clusters. My command hooks on the wall, and I also took my long 260 balloons, I tied them in a knot, and I wrapped them around one balloon. I'll show you here. And then I took the slack and I'm going to connect it to my hook. So I'm taking another 260 balloon that's tied together, and I'm wrapping it around a balloon. And then I'm taking that 260 balloon and I'm just putting it around my hook. Now that my garland is completed, I noticed that one of my large balloons is pushed to the back of the wall. So I'm just going to turn that to the front. The garland can easily be changed and maneuvered. I love how this organic garland is turning out. We are going to add in our mini details, but before we do that, I do like to clean my balloons and get off any dust in here. You can clean your balloons with a tissue, a Swiffer cloth, or if you do have your electric inflator, you can just blow the dust off. So now we're going to add in our mini details. I'm going to take my long 260 balloon and I'm just going to insert it in between an 11-inch balloon, and I'm just going to wrap it around, and I'm going to position my details where they look best. And congratulations, you have finished your balloon garland. The garland displayed here is We Can Barely Wait in pink, and displayed as our 5 to 6 foot small balloon garland.